Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel GMB SHOW. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. A chase contestant was called out on Tuesday as they cut short Bradley Walsh. The chase took a hilarious turn on Tuesday when one contestant was called out as they cut short host Bradley Walsh. During the latest installment, contestant Greg was up against the chaser Paul the Cinnamon Cinna. One of the questions said, the Swiss dish, Roski, is particularly associated with what language region of the country? With the answers either A, French-speaking, B, German-speaking, or C, Italian-speaking. Greg put B, German-speaking, which was the correct answer and secured his team £4,000. Following the question, host Bradley, 64, asked the chaser, like a roasty? To which Paul replied, "It's all right." This prompted Bradley to reply, "You don't? I like them," before Greg interrupted. The contestant, ignoring the roasty chat, said, "I could have had one shot at the 54, but still happy I took the 4, yeah?" As Bradley replied, "Exactly, mate, you're through. Well done. Good job, Greg." This prompted Paul to point out, "What I love about Greg is the way he cut short your comments on roasties. You were about to tell us all about how much you love roasties, and Greg was having none of it. No, Brad, I'm off." To which a laughing Bradley replied, "But I like Greg's attitude. Get on with it." And on that note, Tim is up after the break. Taking to Twitter, now X, over the moment, one person said, "Paul Sinha is a mood," while a different account wrote, "Absolutely love Paul, always comes across as very kind and is genuinely funny. The chase." It comes as Bradley, the star of Gladiators and The Chase, revealed a weekend ritual he enjoys with his wife, although one aspect of it often leaves him moaning. Speaking on Laura Hamilton's Mile Fly Club podcast, Bradley discussed his busy filming schedule for the popular quiz show and how he relaxes afterwards. The 64-year-old shared that he and his wife Donna enjoy watching Laura's show, A Place in the Sun, but the indecisiveness of the guests often leaves him moaning. The Gladiators host said, "We sit there, Donna and I. We watch you all the time. We make a cup of tea, get the biscuits out and the shortbread. My wife loves shortbread. And we sit there and say, I wonder where Laura is today. So we find out where you are. And I'm always moaning about that show. Honestly, I think I've texted you before when these people waste your time. You go around these countries and then they go, oh, I'm not sure." Bradley Walsh had just launched into one of his signature warm-up rambles about how a contestant's name reminded him of an old school friend when it happened. "Anyway, Bradley, can we just get on with the quiz?" 27-year-old Ellie from Bristol interrupted, waving her hand dismissively. Her bright red blouse shimmered under the studio lights as the audience fell into a stunned silence, a collective gasp rippling across the set. Bradley blinked. The auto cue seemed to pause. Even the chaser, Anne Hegarty, raised an eyebrow, clutching her question cards closer to her chest. "Oh, you're cutting me short, Ellie," Bradley chuckled, trying to recover with his trademark grin. "I just want to win some money, Bradley," Ellie replied with a determined tilt of her head, her ponytail swishing. Viewers at home erupted online within seconds. "Can't believe this contestant just shut down Bradley mid-sentence," one tweeted, adding a laughing emoji. Another typed, "She's brave, but let the man finish his story." On set, Ellie's teammates exchanged worried glances, but Bradley, ever the professional, regained his footing. He leaned toward the camera, eyes twinkling. "Well, Ellie, seeing as you're in a rush, let's crack on, shall we?" The cash builder began, and Ellie fired out answers like machine gun precision, rattling off capitals, film titles, and science facts without taking a breath. Bradley was reduced to nodding rapidly, trying to keep up. That's correct," he exclaimed after her 8th correct answer, caught between amusement and disbelief. By the end of her cash builder, Ellie had stormed to £9,000, and the audience cheered, though some still shot her wary looks for daring to rush Bradley. As she turned to face Anne, Ellie whispered, "Sorry if I was rude." Anne smirked, replying in her crisp voice, "I like your focus, Ellie. Bradley does waffle sometimes." "Oh, you're ganging up on me now," Bradley protested with mock offense, causing laughter to ripple through the studio. During the head-to-head, Ellie's quick-fire style continued, never letting Bradley finish a dramatic pause before answering. At one point, when Bradley intoned, which planet is closest, she shot back Mercury before he could finish. Bradley dropped his cards theatrically. "Do I even need to be here?" he joked, turning to the camera. "The Ellie Show, ladies and gentlemen." In the end, Ellie made it back with her 9,000 pounds, high-fiving her team as Bradley finally got to finish a sentence, saying with a wink, "And that's how it's done." Viewers continued debating online, half praising Ellie's no-nonsense attitude, half defending Bradley's comedic flair. But as Ellie prepared for the final chase, Bradley leaned over and said quietly, "You know, Ellie, you were right to keep me on track. Let's win you that money." Ellie grinned. "Deal." And in that moment, Bradley Walsh and Ellie, the contestant who cut him short, became an unstoppable team on the chase.